Hi, my name is Betsy. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I got started investing in real estate. First, I'm going to talk to you about what I wanted out of my career. Second, I'm going to talk to you about problems that real estate investing solves. And three, I'm going to talk to you about how I got started and who I connected with on my journey. My name is Betsy Ma, and I am a school teacher. I'm a real estate investor. I am so excited because I just purchased my first property to list as a vacation home rental, and I'd love to take you along on this journey with me. So a little bit about me. I grew up in Michigan, and I had the luxury of having both my mom and my dad stay home. Not until I was a parent myself did I realize what a luxury that was to grow up in a family with both parents home. And I started to think back, wow, part of what made that possible for my family was they invested in real estate early on and had that passive income so that we could enjoy that flexibility of life that everyone dreams of, where we could go anywhere, do anything we wanted to during the summer, take long vacations, and my mom and my dad never missed any important event in my life. So part of what everyone I think wants out of a career, especially myself, is a career of purpose where we bring an added value to our community, to those around us. And that was what really drew me to real estate. Working with underprivileged communities, both locally and out of state, out of country, I realized early on that there is a huge need for, number one, affordable housing. And so if I, through real estate, can bring more affordable housing to the market and make it accessible for others, that is a huge win-win. Second, I wanted to bring more financial literacy to the forefront for both my generation and for underserved communities. Third, I wanted to solve a problem that we're experiencing even more during COVID with loneliness and depression. So that's why I chose one of my first properties to be a vacation home rental, because I have just a passion for those touches that really help friends and family come together and connect in meaningful ways. The second reason why I chose real estate, apart from purpose, is I had a desire to have more freedom. The first kind of freedom that I desire is freedom of time. I don't want to exchange my time for money. Instead, I want to have that flexibility to spend my time how I choose. And so in real estate, that is possible. You can build up to that. It may take a lot of work at first, but the end goal is to have more freedom of time. The second kind of freedom that I sought is freedom with my money. I don't want to have to worry about money. I want to really build generational wealth and to see my money grow exponentially as it can in real estate. When you invest in a lot of traditional investments, such as stocks, bonds, you're growing your money at around 1 to 3%. But even more with inflation, we're seeing that if you just put your money away in a savings account or even in the stock market, you're not getting those returns that you would that are inflation proof when inflation is at around 10%. So if you put $100 in a bank account that was getting 2% return and inflation is at 10%, that means that your money would actually have to grow 10% each year in order to keep up with inflation and have that same purchasing power. And in real estate, it's actually very possible to reach those same numbers as inflation. And with that, you can also increase your rents. The third kind of freedom that I want is creative freedom. I want to be my own boss. I want to be able to call the shots. I want to be able to not have to submit for time off, not have to live by someone else's calendar. And so that creative freedom comes not only in how I choose to manage my own business, but also in those fun touches such as interior design, hospitality. There's endless kind of avenues for creativity in that sense, but also in kind of how you approach your deals, what kind of deals you choose, what kind of markets you choose, what kind of niches you choose to invest in. So really there's so much opportunity for creative freedom in real estate as well. So last but not least, how did I get started? Well, for years, I had been following lots of YouTubers and binge watched, drove my family insane because I would watch and watch, but I wasn't actually taking any action. And perhaps that's you right now. Perhaps you've been watching other people do it on Instagram, on social media, on YouTube, or even people in your own community, but you haven't actually dived in and made your first deal. So let me tell you some of the people that you can follow that will actually challenge you to get in there and get your feet wet. So some of the people that I like to follow are on YouTube. I follow Rob Belt. I follow Levi Kelly. They're both in the short-term rental space. As far as podcasts, I follow lots of the Bigger Pockets podcasts. Specifically, I'd recommend the Real Estate Rookie podcast because they're newbies just like me that are in the trenches trying to learn it, and it just really unpacks a lot of those big topics that you need to know investing in real estate. I'm also part of a lot of different Facebook groups where we can source deals, where we can source ideas, where we can source contractors, and so that has been a really helpful community on Facebook. I've also reached out to a lot of different investors through Instagram, and through that I've gotten to be a part of a lot of virtual meetups. So you don't have to necessarily like live in the same city as people that you want to connect with. You can connect with them over all those different platforms as well. And that's actually what challenged me to actually step in and make my first deal. I went from just listening on YouTube to binging a lot of the Real Estate Rookie podcast, and then I joined a online community that challenged me to actually get in and get started. So thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful. Make sure you check out the comments for all those links that I mentioned in the video, as well as I want to know where you're at in your real estate journey. Make sure you drop that in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe and check out our next video.